Luis Borroto was born on May 17, 1969, in Havana, Cuba, a city with a long and proud tradition in baseball. Growing up in a country where the sport is revered as a national pastime, Borroto was introduced to baseball at a very young age. His father, a former baseball player, played a key role in nurturing his love for the sport. Like many children in Cuba, Luis was encouraged to play baseball and quickly developed an affinity for the game, specifically as a talented outfielder with a strong batting presence. From the early years of his childhood, Borroto displayed exceptional athleticism and an innate understanding of the game. He spent countless hours on the baseball field, mimicking the playing styles of some of Cuba's greatest baseball icons. As he entered his teenage years, it became clear that Borroto had the potential to become one of Cuba's future stars in the sport. His skills were honed further through his participation in youth baseball leagues, where he developed both his batting technique and his ability to field with precision. At the age of 16, Borroto's talent caught the eye of the coaches at the Cuban national baseball team. His remarkable combination of power and finesse on the field led to his selection for the national youth teams. His early performances in these tournaments showcased his leadership abilities and his determination to succeed, setting the stage for what would become an illustrious career in Cuban and international baseball. Professional baseball career. The rise of a star. Borroto's professional career in baseball officially began in 1987 when he made his debut in the Cuban National Series, Cuba's top-level professional league. He joined the Metropolitanos, a team with a rich history in the league, and quickly earned a reputation as one of the most promising outfielders in the country. From the moment he stepped onto the field, it was apparent that Borroto had the qualities that would make him one of the league's top players. Speed, an excellent eye for the ball, and a powerful bat. In his first few years with the Metropolitanos, Borroto developed into a key player for the team. His batting average soared as he became known for his consistency at the plate and his ability to deliver when the stakes were high. His leadership qualities became increasingly evident as he began to take on a mentoring role for the younger players, guiding them with his knowledge of the game and setting an example with his work ethic. Borroto's performance on the field was complemented by his dedication to constantly improving, which helped him refine his skills and move toward a standout career in Cuban baseball. As his reputation grew, Borroto's achievements on the field became even more impressive. By the early 1990s, he was recognized as one of the top outfielders in the Cuban National Series. He consistently ranked among the league's leaders in batting average, home runs, and runs batted in, RBIs. His speed and agility in the outfield allowed him to cover great distances and make difficult catches look easy. These qualities, combined with his batting prowess, made him a threat both offensively and defensively. Peak of career, national and international success. 1. Cuban national team success. Borroto's stellar performances in the Cuban National Series earned him a spot on the Cuban national baseball team, and he soon became one of the most influential players on the squad. His international debut came in 1992, when he represented Cuba in the Harlem Baseball Week, one of the most prestigious international baseball tournaments. His impressive showing in the tournament helped solidify his place on the national team, and it wasn't long before Borroto became a mainstay in Cuba's international baseball competitions. During his career with the Cuban national team, Borroto participated in several major international tournaments, including the World Baseball Classic and the Pan American Games. His contributions were key to Cuba's success in these tournaments. In the 1990s, Cuba dominated the international baseball scene, and Borroto was a central figure in their victories. His strong hitting, combined with his exceptional defensive skills, made him one of the most feared players in international competition. Perhaps the pinnacle of his international career came in 1996 when he was a part of the Cuban team that won the gold medal at the Atlanta Summer Olympics. His key contributions to the team's success included a series of critical hits and key defensive plays that helped secure Cuba's place as the premier baseball team in the world at the time. This victory cemented his legacy as one of the finest Cuban baseball players of his generation. 2. Domestic achievements and consistency. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Borroto continued to perform at an exceptionally high level in the Cuban National Series. His consistency at the plate and in the field made him a key player for the Metropolitanos, and he was regularly selected to represent Cuba in various international tournaments. Over the course of his career, Borroto amassed numerous awards, including multiple league MVP honors, batting titles, and all-star selections. He continued to maintain a high level of performance, leading his team to several league titles. His batting average remained strong throughout the years, and he was known for his ability to hit for both power and contact. His leadership qualities were equally impressive, as he remained a mentor to younger players and a key figure in the development of Cuban baseball talent. By the late 2000s, Borroto was widely regarded as one of the most accomplished and respected figures in Cuban baseball history. Main achievements: gold medal at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. A defining moment in Borroto's career came when he helped lead Cuba to a gold medal in baseball at the 1996 Olympics. His performance in the tournament was crucial to Cuba's success, and it solidified his status as one of the top players in the world. Multiple Cuban National Series titles. Borroto was a key player in securing numerous titles for the Metropolitanos, consistently delivering strong performances both offensively and defensively. International baseball honors. Borroto earned several international accolades, including appearances in the World Baseball Classic and the Pan American Games, where he helped Cuba claim victories and maintain its status as a global powerhouse in the sport. Cuban League MVP awards and batting titles. His impressive career in the Cuban National Series saw Borroto earning multiple MVP awards, as well as titles for his batting performances, which included hitting for both average and power. Leadership and legacy in Cuban baseball. Beyond his individual accomplishments, Borroto's leadership and mentorship played a significant role in the development of future Cuban baseball stars, influencing the next generation of players. Later years and retirement. As the years went by, the physical toll of a long baseball career began to affect Borroto's ability to perform at his previous levels. However, his influence remained undiminished. In the late 2000s, Borroto decided to retire from professional baseball after a career that spanned over 2 decades. His decision to retire was not just a personal one, but also a recognition of the changing landscape of Cuban baseball, as many top players sought opportunities in Major League Baseball, which was becoming more accessible to Cuban athletes. In retirement, Borroto stayed close to the sport, working as a coach and mentor for young baseball players in Cuba. He also became involved in various charitable activities, focusing on supporting underprivileged youth and giving back to the community that had supported his journey. His transition into coaching allowed him to pass on his vast knowledge of the game to the next generation of Cuban baseball talent. Despite his retirement, Borroto continued to be celebrated as one of Cuba's greatest athletes. His legacy extended beyond his personal achievements, as he helped shape the future of baseball in his country. His contributions to the sport were recognized both in Cuba and internationally, and he was often invited to participate in events and activities that honored his impact on the game.